Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello, good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the new and first episode of this presentation. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about the introduction to microorganisms. First of all, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are tiny or small living things or creatures that can't be seen with the aid of eyes unless we use microscope. And we have two divisions of microscope. The first one is light microscope, which we can use to view bacteria, fungi, etc. So the second classification is electron microscope. We use electron microscope to view viruses. So the inception of microorganisms, the study, that is, the branch of microorganisms come to existence since year 1610 when Galileo invented microscope. So these microorganisms, they can also be called microbes, germs, etc. So we have two divisions of microorganisms based on pathogenicity. Pathogenicity is ability of organisms to cause disease. Ability of organisms to cause disease. So organisms that can cause disease are called pathogens. And you have those that do not cause disease. They are called normal microflora. Normal microflora. So example of pathogens are Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis, example. Anthrax bacillus. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So these are two examples of pathogens that can cause disease. This one, it causes disease called anthrax that are found in cattle. And Mycobacterium tuberculosis, it causes tuberculosis in human beings. So example of normal microflora, they do not cause diseases unless they meet up with immunocompromise. So example is Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus. It is found on top of our skins, inside our mouth, that is buccal cavity, and also inside our intestine. So this Staphylococcus aureus, under normal circumstances, it don't used to cause disease, as in it can't cause disease unless it meets up with immunocompromise. Okay, now let's look at types of microorganisms. We have four major types of microorganisms. The first one, all bacteria. Second one, all viruses. Third, protists. And last one, fungi, certain fungi and some algae. So let's look at bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular organisms. They are microscopic. So we have about 5 different shapes of bacteria. The first one is cocci, which is further divided to 3: Streptococcus, Staphylococcus, and Diplococci. The second one is the meaning of cocci is spherical in shape. So bacillus is rod shape. Example, Vibrio cholerae. Spirillum, it is spiral and twisted. Spirochete, it is rod shape and further twisted like this one is Brillium. So the fifth one and the last one, which is Vibrio, it is like it is rod shape also, but very small. It looks like comma shape. This comma. Okay, let's look at the typical diagram of bacterium. The typical bacterium must have cell wall, cell membrane, dense nuclear material, and nuclear material. This one, slimy capsule. Some bacteria, some bacteria have slimy capsule while some doesn't have. So it's not necessary this one. The second one, all viruses. We know viruses are inactive. They are inactive outside body, unless when they invade inside cell. So the cell makes them active. It activates them. So that is why viruses are called intracellular parasites. Example of viruses, we have HIV/AIDS, we have coronavirus, adenovirus, etc. So the third one, we have protists. We know protists are eukaryotic microorganisms. So we are going to deal with protozoans under this protist. Protozoans are divided into two. We have free living, such as amoeba, paramecium. And we have some that are parasitic. Example, like malaria. So the fourth one and the last one is fungi. We have fungi that are saprophytic, that is, they feed on the dead body. They help the body, they decompose the body. And we have parasitic ones such as Aspergillus, Rhizopus nigricans, etc. We were able to discuss what microorganisms are, and we divide them based on their pathogenicity, that is pathogens and normal microflora. So, and we were able to look at the different types of microorganisms, the major one, which are all bacteria, all viruses, protists, and fungi. Yeah.